Have you ever gotten that notice from school saying it's time for your child's first IEP meeting and suddenly your mind starts racing? What is an IEP? Who's going to be there? What if I don't know what to say? What if I agree to something I don't fully understand? If you ever felt that way, I want you to know something. You are not alone. I remember how overwhelming it feels when you're stepping into the world of special education for the first time. There are new terms, unfamiliar processes, and sometimes it feels like everyone else in the room know exactly what's going on except you. But here's what I've learned not only as an autism mom, but also as a parent advocate and a support broker. You don't have to know everything before you walk into that meeting. You just need to be prepared. Today, I'm sharing 5 things every parent should do before attending their child's first IEP meeting. Let's get started. Tip one, read a document before the meeting. One of the biggest mistakes I've seen parents make isn't because they don't care, it's because life gets busy. You receive evaluation reports, teachers' observation, assessment, and meeting notices, and before you know it, the meeting is tomorrow. If possible, take some time to read through everything beforehand. Don't worry if you don't understand every term. Highlight words that confuse you. Write notes down if you don't understand. Circle things that raise question. Your goal isn't to become an expert overnight. Your goal is simple to walk into the meeting feeling familiar with the information being discussed. The more prepared you are, the more confident you'll feel, right? And tip two, write down your questions and concerns. As parents, we think about our children every day, right? But once you're sitting around in a conference room with teachers and therapists and administrators and specialists, it's surprisingly easy to forget the questions you want to ask because it can feel intimidating. That's why I always encourage parents to bring a notebook, write down things like what skills is my child struggling with, what has improved, what worries me the most right now, what goals would I like my child to work towards. Don't rely on your memory. Having your thoughts written down help you stay focused and ensure that your concerns are heard. Right. And then tip three, remember your child is more than a diagnosis, right? Sometimes IEP meetings can become so focused on the challenges and they forget about the child sitting at the center of these conversations, right? So before your meeting, take a moment to think about your child's strength. Maybe they're incredible creative. Maybe they love building with blocks. Maybe they have amazing memory, right? Maybe they're kind to everyone they meet. Those strengths, they matter. So an effective IEP meeting isn't just about addressing areas of needs, it's also about building on what your child already does well. Never be afraid to remind the team of who your child is beyond the paperwork, right? And then tip four, don't be afraid to ask questions. I want to give you permission to do something, and that's ask questions. Lots of them, right? If someone uses educational jargons you don't understand, ask them to explain it. If someone recommends a service, ask why. If you don't understand a goal, ask how it will be measured. There is absolutely nothing wrong with saying, can you explain that another way? Remember, this meeting is about your child. You deserve to understand every decision that is being made. And tip five, know that you are an equal member of your IEP, of the IEP team. This might be the most important thing I'll say today. You are not simply attending this meeting, you are a part of the IEP meeting. Your observation matters, your concern matters, your experience matters. The teachers see your child at school. You see your child everywhere else, right? That perspective is incredibly valuable. Never underestimate the importance of your voice. If you're preparing for your child's first IEP meeting, I hope this video reminded you that you don't have to have all the answers. You don't need a degree in education. You don't need to memorize special education laws. You simply need to come prepared, ask questions, lots of questions, and remember that you know your child better than anyone else. Every great advocate starts somewhere. For many parents, the first IEP meeting is where the journey begins. And while it may feel overwhelming today, I promise you it gets easier as you learn and you grow. If this video helped you feel a little more prepared, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Here at Navigating Special Education Together, my goal is to make special education easier to understand so parents can advocate for their child. If you have questions about IEPs or topics you'd like me to cover in future video, leave them in the comments below. Your question might inspire the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you don't have to navigate special education alone. We'll navigate it together.